Previously on OzsomeFun.
I mean, I did want less lag, but not like this. Where is the other skeleton? Where is the war I was meant to land in? This jeep is driving out of nowhere. This creepy tree could be creepier. This Enderman is in a boat in my house for no reason I remember.
And now, the conclusion.
OzsomeFun! What is up, dudes, dudettes, and dudes who defy description, and a warm welcome back to OzsomeFun in Minecraft with me, Oz. And this is the second part of our How to Improve Your Minecraft World guide. But before we get into things today, I wanted to take a moment to say thank you very much to the wonderful people whose comments are appearing on the screen right now. We have Ashton and we have Plush Craziness who left some really nice words on some of my previous videos, and I just wanted to let you know how much this meant to me because I am a new YouTuber, I am a growing channel, and when I logged in and saw these really sweet words, it just totally made my day. So thank you so much. I also wanted to point out a great comment that we got from Andy, who suggested that at our KFC over here, instead of calling it KFC, we should in fact rename this OFC. Yes, that's right, Oz Fried Chicken. Now, I love this idea because, as you correctly guessed, Andy, I am not sponsored by the fast food giant, so why give them free advertising when we can advertise, well, I guess, myself. Yes, I guess it is. Yeah, I guess, yep. Well, it's my world. I can do it what I want. But I love that. Oz Fried Chicken. And before we began, I also Whoa. Oh, escaped cat. I was like, what's going on? We also renamed the sign. Welcome to OFC. Well, there's a cat in here. Where'd the cat go? Hey, cat. Stay away from the dispenser. I keep getting these stray cats that keep setting off the dispenser. I just come in and there's like a pile of chicken lying on the ground. I'm like, the cats, they're always trying to eat my chicken. Anyway, in our previous episode, we began the LIRF system, which stood for lag busting, improving, repairing, and finishing touches. We made it halfway through, but we still have to do the repairs and finishing touches. And the whole idea with this guide is to give you lots of ideas and inspiration on how to improve your Minecraft world. So without further ado, let's get stuck in to some repairs. First up for repair is the entrance to the upside down. I realized I must have taken the water away whilst I was repairing the lighting, so I just had to fix that up, replace that, and I also decided to change the drop shaft to be totally black, so when you drop down from campfires, it really feels like you're going into a strange world as we go down the corridor and enter the upside down. Now the upside down itself is so dark that it is just incredibly dangerous in survival mode, but you know, it adds to the atmosphere, and whoa, look at that mind flare, gets me every time. Love that build. Next up for repair is here at the music disc farm, where we have one skeleton here, but I have no idea what happened to that one, but luckily I know where we can get a new one pretty easily, and that is over here by the Starlight Drive-In. And this actually is a 2-for-1 deal in terms of improving and repairing things, because we have this skeleton right here, DJ McBones, who we can transport over there, and also it means we can remove this old school record farm that we had before that is kinda hogging the space for the corner of the drive-in. So let's get this guy set up to go on a little journey. You excited? He's excited. First off, I had to drop him off his snazzy new diamond gear. I like to have the people in my record farm fully diamond geared and enchanted bow as well. However, it's easier said than done. We then had to get him into the minecart. By this point, I definitely had taken an arrow or two. It was simple enough then to speed him along the track and get him all the way in to Tower Records, where I was waiting to seal him up in the chamber and get everything back in place. So we now have both skeletons in position in the record farm. Another victory for the repairs. Oh yeah. I then did a series of quick repairs, starting with corralling this wayward horse at the Starlight Drive-In, making sure it's in the optimal position for viewing the screen. I then went to fix this motorbike with sidecar because the minecart had gone out of position. I spent a while trying to get it back in position until I rewatched my original YouTube video and realized it's not a sidecar, it's just supposed to be on the back. I then replaced a missing sheep at the wool farm, and most importantly of all, I replaced this button on Ecto 1 because that has been driving me mad for months. You can't spell LIRF without an F, and now that our repairs are complete, we can move on to our final section of today, fittingly called Finishing Touches. This is all about adding that cherry on top of your perfect build, doing that last little thing that just makes it shine even brighter. Here is a build that definitely needs some finishing touches, but it's deceptive to look at because when you look at it, you think this is a finished build. This looks done. This looks great, doesn't it? It looks really colorful. It's awesome. But if you start to look closer, you can see I didn't really finish it off while I was building it. Look behind the little pods here where our sheeps are. It's all just dirt. Then we've got this waterfall bit here that looks kind of cool, but what is it? It's not really finished. It's not the greatest. And then if we also look at the side bits here where we have the bit where you put in the shears into the dispenser, this is not so nice. And it's even worse like if you come around to the back and look at this bit. There's just a door in the side of the hill there that you get, and it's not even that easy to access. The other thing we also need to do is, this roof is brilliant, it looks great, but we need to add the same color of carpets on top, just like the snow is layered on top, to stop mobs spawning. Because what happens a lot is mobs spawn here, right, at night while I'm in my bed in my house there, and then the skeletons run over when it comes daylight and jump in the water so they don't burst into flame, and then they end up slowly making their way around until they're right beside my front door and ready to shoot me in the face every time I've come out. So we've got some finishing touches to do here. I'm going to implement those, and I want to do something a little bit special to add some interactivity and some life to this build. And here we have a much improved multicolor market. Quite subtle changes, but definitely effective in making this build look more finished off. Now what I did was I took away the dirt behind each of the lower pods here and replaced them with concrete of the relevant color, whilst opening up these pods at the back here. These ones were already open, but what I've done is opened up these ones around the back so they're much easier to access. I've also improved this little fountain bit here, but the best thing I think I've added that's made it come to life is these fellas, Commander Shepherd, and we have another one on this side here. So what I've done is down the back here, I've added a little villager room. In here is where we can come in, add our shears to the dispensers. It's off just now because this wool farm is so overloaded that it can't even accept any more wool into the sorting system because it's so full up. So we really don't need any more wool. And it's really nice. You have this station in here, this one hidden on this side here for the two villagers. And it just allows them to pop out at the beginning of the day. Now, it's the start of the day, so they obviously tend to go for a bit of a wander then. But I've added their workstations here and here. And it just means that at a later point of the day, they come and they congregate and stand as if they are attendants at the farm. Here is Walter. What are you doing down there? Now, we know that we're going to need to probably now change that so that it can't happen again. Villagers, they seem like they're going to be a really cool addition. And then they just do stupid stuff like, look at this. Can't have this either. This is why we can't have nice things. Here they come now. New day, new morning. I love the way they come out here from either side and they start going around as if they're checking out the sheep. This guy's coming up to push me. Oh, there's Walter, look, going straight up there, trying to dive back into his hidden spot. Oh well, at least this place is looking awesome, and that's another build that we can call properly finished. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Oh yes, we're here at probably what is one of my all-time favorite builds so far in the world. Now you might be looking at this place with its Brachiosaurus and its T-Rex and its awesome gate and thinking, Oz, how is this build not finished? Well, it's not here that's the problem. It is here. So you see we've got this awesome Jeep here driving up to the gate, but look where the Jeep comes from. It comes from nowhere. So what I think we need to do is extend this track further back. We need to clear out some space and we need to put in a building, a small building that is where the Jeeps are coming out of. Now we've got an important thing to think about here is that we don't want whatever we build to upstage the Jurassic Park gate. We don't want it to be too in your face. And I was thinking it might be cool to base the design on the Raptor paddock. Which was a really cool sort of building. So I've got an idea of what we're going to do. So you know what to do. It's time to hit fast forward. This place is coming together beautifully. Now, while I was building away there, I did have a little thought about these searchlights behind me. And what I thought is that it would look more like a kind of searchlight, spotlight, if instead of acacia... Yes, it was jungle trapdoor. Yeah, I'm liking that. And let's take a look. Oh, yeah. That's definitely... Such a full inventory. Definitely giving me the better searchlight vibe than that. Oh yeah, now this place is just... I'm so happy with how it's coming together. I love this. Is the first time I've used the smithing... No, the grindstone. Yeah, grindstones to act as a doorway. I love the way that the stairs look when you put them together like this. It looks like doors. Yeah, retracting. I've tried to, for the entranceway, lift a little bit off of the Jurassic Park entrance gate, but what's worked out perfect, and this is more luck really because of I didn't know I was going to build this before I started. You cannot see this from back here, so it's so discreet from Jurassic Park, and then as you get closer you just see again. So we've added another vehicle coming in here now. I've made this two observers looking at each other underneath to give us these flashing lights, and my thought is once the vehicle reaches here, this is when it becomes like magnetized to the track and begins the tour. And I did opt for the top of this looking a lot like the Raptor paddock, where you have the electrified bars, the same as the electrified bars we have on the outside of Jurassic Park, but with the foliage on the inside. There's nothing much in this little tower. It's just a bit where you can come in here and look out. You can't actually get up to the top. I didn't make it that functional. And I like the effect of the trapdoors here with the levers pointing into them, which you kind of need to have anyway, because if you don't, they stick out. So it actually worked super nice. Now I'm thinking that the only things we need to do, if we can take off in the air for a second here, the next things that we're wanting to do, our last finishing touches, are to give it some more terraforming around the outside here where it's empty. A little bit more like the trees here, just to blend it in that little bit more. And then I would maybe do some armor stand magic to add a couple of Jurassic Park employees and maybe some stuff here. Because in theory, there's 3 Jeeps. One's there, one's in the park on fire. And in theory, you could imagine the 3 of them just about fitting in here. But it'd be nice to put in some, I know, workstations, maybe spare tires, something like that. So I think that's all we have to do. But boy, when you look at it like this, doesn't that look fantastic? The shape and oh, I love it. Okay, let's get on with these finishing touches and we'll see what it looks like when we add that extra foliage. Much better. We've added a whole bunch more foliage and jungle encroaching on this place here. And really roughed it up, lots of grass, buttons, vines. It's nice. Now inside here, added some cobwebs for atmosphere, along with, I really think pistons do make a really good table. So they're doing here's like one of the sensors, the same as they have on top of the lights, as if maybe that's broken, been repaired. We've got spare tires here for the Jeeps, spare of these devices that are sit on the front here, so it all makes sense that they're there. These look like they could be hooked onto the Jeep or used to power the Jeep, something like this. Under here we've got some eggs because we like life to find a way in Jurassic Park. Oh yes, now if we jump up here, I'll show you what it looks like from the air. Much better. It looks, if we can get nice and high up, it now just looks much more a part of the same family. This area of Jurassic Park and this area here, they all look like they belong to the same area, which they do, so it's good that they look like that. Then if we come down to here, we've got this fella here dressed in the same uniform as Jurassic Park, and oh, that's great! When I first built this, I was like, oh, it's a shame that you can't actually see the banners say Jurassic Park from here, but you can if you stand just at the very front. That's the render distance. That's awesome. And this guy here is operating these controls. So you see he's got this got a little flashing light there, the on-off flick switch. And so the idea here, the story that this now tells, is that we've got our guy here who's sent this Jeep away on its tour. He sent this vehicle away and now he's allowed this vehicle to leave. Its doors are opening up and it's going to travel into the park. But little does he know inside Jurassic Park that disaster has already struck the first Jeep. A T-Rex has attacked and eaten one of the employees. Dun dun dun. And the Brachiosaurus is just chilling, eating leaves. So yeah, he doesn't know what's unfolded here in Jurassic Park. And this is awesome. This is just a little build that really finishes off the story as well as the visual aesthetic of Jurassic Park. No longer is a Jeep coming from nowhere. This is a totally finished build, and it's just, I'm just going to spend some time looking around it because it really is one of my favorites. Look out! Our next finishing touch turns things upside down. This is the tree that is the exit from our Stranger Things area. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I think this tree, it's okay, but it's pretty rubbish. I'm going to admit here. But I guess the reason why it's rubbish, and maybe this is something happens on your builds as well. If we have a look over here, this was the first part of the Stranger Things build. The buyer's household that you see here. So we built the buyer's household and obviously everything that goes inside of there, the whole outside area that we decorated, a lot of terraforming. We of course made castle buyers out the back here, and then I just love doing this. Sorry, I need to go through, excuse me. And then we built this tunnel that takes us to the upside down into this sort of lab corridor, and then I just love running through here, even though I know it probably looks pretty dark on your thing. And then we built this massive area here. Remember, this is a super dangerous place. There's so many enemies. We built the mind flare, the giant mind flare that you're seeing behind the lightning over there. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm caught in spider webs. Get me out of here. I can't get out. No. Oh no, what am I doing? Get me out of here. Get me out before a creeper comes. I can't get out. Get away from me. No, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I just got caught in spiderweb. Okay, that is so stressful. And now they're all gonna be in my nether. Just I want to go eat the food. Okay, and oh, that was such chaos. But that's what the upside down is. It's a dangerous place. And then you come up here, out here, and this is you coming out the upside down in the way that they went in and out the tree in the episode of Stranger Things. Oh, hold on. I need to quickly go and change my underwear. Okay, I've got clean underpants on now, so it's all good. And you can obviously see quite a lot of hours went into building all that stuff. And by the time you'd built all that and you came up to this final thing, maybe I was just feeling a little bit like, I just want it to be finished and to get the video out. And so maybe I didn't build the greatest tree in the world. And I know that I can build an even better tree than that. And that is what we're going to do right now. Now, isn't that just 1,000 times better than what we had before? I am so much happier with this thing. Now, a couple of decisions I made here. One of them was to rotate the portal around. So instead of coming out from towards this direction, you come out over here. And it's just because there's, instead of coming out to a big mountain, you come out to more space. Now, a couple of things to apologize for in the time lapse. One of them was there was a weird cut in the middle. That's because it turned out that under here and somewhere under here, there were a couple of caves with some zombies and other mobs that were making noises and really driving me mad. So I had to stop in the middle and get rid of them and light up all the caves and things. So that was one thing that I would like to apologize for. And also it was a bit hard to weave the camera in and around because there are trees and other things around. And I really did not want to take away anything from around the outside, because what I like about this area compared to all the other area of my land is that this is the only thing that I have built here. The rest of this is the naturally generated terrain, and I love that. I like the juxtaposition of our dead tree here amongst the Minecraft landscape. It really makes it stand out. And it's funny, it's so much harder to do this, and I don't think I'm quite as happy with this tree as I am with the one that I built in my test world. It's always turned at night time. Hold on, one sleep. Ah, yeah, nice rest, nice rest. So here we have it, and oh yeah, it's epic from the way the roots come through the ground with the darkness. Yeah, and it converts. So they're so much fun to build. If you have never built a tree, just go for it. Just go nuts and enjoy yourself. But this is truly now a finishing touch worthy of our Upside Down and Stranger Things collection of builds. So with this one out of the way, we have to move on to our final finishing touch of the episode. And that would be this beautiful fella up here. Frienderman, did you think I'd forgotten about you? I could never forget about you, friend. I think about you every time I get out of my bed in the morning and look at the floor terrified. I accidentally look at you and make you scream, because Endermen are so awesome until you set them off and then they're terrifying and look horrible. But what we want to do here is we want to give Frienderman a home. And what this thing is here that you can struggle to see through my pumpkin face is this is the Museum of Awesome, where I keep all of my special things. So there's my first ever beacon, my first and only dragon egg, my first ever dragon head, the first End City banner that I managed to get, my first ever pillager patrol that I killed, and also commemorating the first raid that I won, the first creeper head I got, it's just basically all the first wither, the first elytra that I ever found. So it's like a little museum. And I think what we need to do is we need to kind of create a space. Now, interestingly enough, of this episode, this is the only thing that I haven't planned all ahead, so we're just going to kind of have to wing it, do a bit of improvisation. But I think that Frienderman is going to be the sort of guide for the museum, and so we're going to build him a little desk that he's going to set out over here with some glass so that we can safely look at him without him going crazy and screaming and terrifying us all. So I'm going to go grab some blocks, and then I think we'll switch to an external camera view so that you don't have to see this pumpkin face, because I'm already sick of looking at it, but I don't have a choice because I don't want to mess this up, Frienderman, and then we're going to be friends forever. Okay, let's go grab some blocks. Right, let's start by creating a little bit of space over here. Sorry, Mr. Skelly, you have to go, and... Oh, look at this. Oh, I totally forgot about this. This is perfect. It's been so long since I've built the house. I didn't realize there is some empty space, like a little room back here. Oh, that is absolutely perfect. Oh, I'm so happy about this. Okay, first, let's clear these torches out of the way. Prepare the area for the arrival of Frienderman, and let's jump in the boat and move Frienderman into position. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get past here, if there's enough space. Oh no, there is enough space. Perfecto. And ow, what's happening? Ow, what was that? Oh, there's a block right there. I couldn't see it because of the stupid pumpkin head. Okay, never mind. Right, let's get Mr. Frienderman into the perfect posicione. Yes, looking good, I think, around about here. Ow, again. Now, it's very tight quarters in there, tight quarters. Right, so I think we should get some blockage on the go now. So let's maybe start with some black along here. And shall we put some, maybe a little bit up the sides. Let me look and see what I did on the original. Okay, yeah, okay, it's black around here. Yep, black there. And then we'll put in some windows just on a temporary basis just now, because that should allow me, most importantly of all, to take off this stupid pumpkin head. So that gives us a basic thing to start with. Now let me have a think about what I'm going to do, and we'll come back and see what I come up with. And there we have it. So simple, but he is so cute. Look at him, Frienderman. So I went for just kind of very basic ticket booth. This is supposed to be like the speaker that you speak to. So this is the Awesome Museum tickets and Frienderman tours. You go up, say, I'll have a Frienderman tour, please, and a ticket for one. And he's got his little book over there for keeping records of everything that's going on. Now, I actually didn't want to spend too much time on this because, as I mentioned earlier, I am currently in the planning stages to replace my entire house. I love the inside of my house. I've never been happy with the outside of it, and I want to build something super special now that I've been doing this even longer, and I know I could do something better. But the funny thing is, I wish I could remember why I put this Frienderman in a boat, called him Friend. I can't even remember calling him Frienderman, putting him in the boat, or putting him in my... I don't even know how the boat got up here. It's one of these Minecraft mysteries. But there we have it. Our final little bit of finishing touch is done. And now, when I go to bed like this, I can safely awaken in the morning without having to immediately stare at the ground and go downstairs like this. I can now look around, enjoy the view from the windows of Tower Records, of this mountain. This is actually why I built my house here, because it's got the best views. But look at this window, you can't even see it. This is what I mean, like it's such a small window. So there's lots more to do here, and the whole Museum of Oz, or Awesome Museum, will be getting a revamp in the very near future. But are you happy in your new home, Frienderman? He loves it, and I love him. Okay, dokie. What a ton of fun we have had in this two-part episode. Making the LIRF a reality. The lag has been busted, the improvements have been made, the repairs are completed, and the finishing touches have been finished. Oh, yes. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I have loved spending this time with you. And don't forget to join me next time for more awesome fun. I also wanted to tell you that I have created a little Twitter account. I'm not much of a social media person. I didn't create it so that I can post things. I just created it so that there was another way for people to get in touch and potentially share some pictures. And that's what I'd love to see. If you have been inspired by this episode to do one of these 4 things to improve your world, I'd like to see what you did and admire your handiwork. So you can get me at OzsomeF, and I'll leave a link to this in the description below. So you have yourselves a wonderful time out there, and I'll see you again for more awesome fun in Minecraft. You take care, folks. Love ya. Bye-bye.